Hello and welcome to another TeaCosyFolk vlog with me, Susie Cowper, and it's July and I've got lots of things to show you coming up. So I've got tea cozies to show you, I've got Simply Knitting updates to tell you about, and I've got news about Terry's chocolate oranges and calendars for 2025. And also I've got the wine cozy to show you. So I've got lots to show you, so I'm going to get straight down to it and show you a tea cozy that will be coming onto the website really soon. And here it is. This is the Tower Bridge tea cozy, and obviously it's Tower Bridge in London, and so it's got the two towers going up, look, and they straddle over the spout or handle opening, and because that's where the traffic would go through, so that's kind of cool. And yeah, so there's the two towers and the little bit at the top and the bridges opening. So that's Tower Bridge, and the knitting pattern will be available to buy on the TeaCosyFolk website on the 25th of July. So that's not long to wait. And here's the wine bottle cozy, and obviously it's a telephone box. And so it just comes on, they pulls on like a sock, look, so it pulls on, and then you can adjust to the right height, and the little top is just a push on affair, so you know it stays on, it's not going to fall off or anything, because there's a little recess that fits over the top of the bottle. And it just transforms your bottle of wine into a telephone box, which is, you know, unusual and quirky, but I like unusual and quirky. And yeah, and this knitting pattern went live, I think it was on the 5th, so, or it might have been the 4th, but it's on the website now. So if you want to knit a wine bottle cozy in the shape of a telephone box, pop on over to the website and you'll see the pattern there. If you're knitting the 2024 TeaCosyFolk calendar, you'll know that this month it's the little ladybird, and he's got little legs and he's got his antennae, and he's the little cozy for July. And he's lovely, isn't he? He's nice. He's got 6 spots, 6 legs, and he's really cute. And I've seen some people have started knitting him already. So, you know, if you've got the calendar, show me yours, knit on and show me. So that is July, and on the 18th of July, the little daisy pattern will be on the website as a standalone pattern. So if you don't want to buy all of the calendar, you can just buy this as a single knitting pattern, just for the little daisy one, look, and it just slides on, and it's green underneath, and all the petals hang down. I suppose you could knit it to look like a sunflower, you know, with a dark coloured centre, perhaps brown, and then golden petals. That would be really nice. You could have a beautiful sunflower, couldn't you? That would be brilliant. And that one is on sale on the 18th of July, and you can buy it as a standalone pattern, as I said, but it is better value to buy the calendar, because you'll get all 12 knitting patterns as well as a calendar, but you get all of them together then, and that works out a lot cheaper in the long run. But if you only want one, just get the one. And I wanted to tell you about the TeaCosyFolk calendar for 2025, and I was talking to my focus group in the TeaCosyFolk Facebook group page. It's the help group. I'll put the link down below, so if you want to join you can. But I was talking to them and I asked them if they wanted a calendar with a knitting pattern for chocolate oranges, or a tea cozy knit along and you knit a part every month, or maybe even a blanket, knit a blanket a bit each month, you know. And the focus group said they wanted chocolate orange cozies, and I asked if they wanted to have them in a theme or just random ones, and they said random. So that's it. It was it was quite easy to sort out with that group, and then they came forward with lots of suggestions for different things that I could cozy. So yeah, so I've got 12 new ideas that are going to be in my calendar for next year, and they'll all be different little cozies for chocolate oranges. Well, you can't say chocolate oranges anymore because some of them are mint. So what are they? Chocolate mint balls, I suppose. I don't know. It feels weird not saying oranges at the end. Yeah. So anyway, they'll fit. And I'm starting work on the calendar now. I started today actually. So I'm hoping to get it all finished by the end of September, the beginning of October. And that's when I hope to get the calendars on sale. So, you know, if you join the newsletter below, you'll find out as soon as the calendar gets launched. And you'll see updates anyway of different things that are going on at TeaCosyFolk. So join the newsletter and yeah, and I'll keep you up to date with the news about the new calendar. This is the tea cosy I'm working on at the moment, and it's going to be Excalibur. And this is as far as I've got, you know, and you've got to excuse all the threads. That's how it looks when I'm making them. But so I've got this big stone at the bottom, the base that covers the teapot. And then I've done these, look, brambles and things climbing up around like it's all overgrown. And this is the anvil on the top, and the sword, well, big stuck in there. And then on the front here I've got some ivy. I'm going for the overgrown woodland look, and these are the ivy berries. Now I've done the ivy back, you know, because really they're on, I don't know, stalks that are in a spray that come out like this, and then you've got the little balls at the end of each one. And I didn't know if you'd want to knit loads of little balls and sew them up and sew them on. So I changed that idea, and I've done them all joined up together as one big thing, because I thought making one thing is probably better than making, I mean, you'd have to make like, I don't know, there's perhaps 16 on a spray. So, and one at the front and one at the back, 32 little balls. Oh, you'd be bonkers with that, wouldn't you? So I thought this would be much better to do it as one big one. And they're made with, you know, with the bobble stitch. So you make little bobbles that form the berries. And I think it looks quite nice, and it stands out from the cosy, you know, it's not flat, look. And I think that looks really nice. And they're the berries. Anyway, the other interesting thing about berries is apparently birds don't eat them until the end of the winter. So I don't think ivy berries could taste that nice. Or maybe they take that long to get sweet, I don't know. But I thought, anyway, I've got a few ivy leaves coming down, and it will be the same on the back. But at the moment, I'm only working on one side because I'm kind of thinking they'll be more or less the same, you know. So, yeah, so that's as far as I'm working on at the minute. But eventually it will have the sword. And actually, it's just popped into my head, you know, because we're not far from Gretna Green. And, you know, there, people get married at the anvil. And, you know, maybe you don't want overgrown looking for that, but maybe it would be nice for a little Gretna Green wedding tea cosy, wouldn't it, with the anvil? Yeah, I've just thought of that. Anyway, so that's what I'm working on at the moment. And of course it's not finished yet. I've got to do a bit more work to it. And then I'll have to knit it again, and then I'll ask someone to test knit it for me. So, you know, it's a few weeks down the line before the pattern will be ready. But that's what I'm working on. And I thought it'd just be a bit different and a bit fun, you know, because it's all associated with the legends of King Arthur and Merlin, and it's a bit, I don't know, mystery and magic-y, and, you know, and in the autumn, I think that's what our minds turn to, isn't it? The mysterious, magical world. So, yeah, so that's the tea cosy I'm working on at the moment. This tea cosy is already on the website, but I wanted to show you him because he's not been in a vlog yet. So he wanted his little vlog debut. But this is Black Rod, and I knitted him quickly and got the pattern launched quickly, because obviously with the election being called in the UK and the change of government, we then have the opening of Parliament, which happens for, I think this time it's going to be the 12th of July. I don't know if it's the 12th or the 13th, but it's something like that. Anyway, so this is where Black Rod famously walks and hammers on the door, and he knocks 3 times and the door's slammed in his face. That's why he's knocking, because he wants to come in. But yeah, so I wanted to do Black Rod because, you know, you only get a chance to do him, don't you, when it's opening of Parliament. And he's, you know, it's such a lovely traditional thing, one of our British traditions that we do all this pomp and ceremony. And I really love it because it's like, I don't know, it's like medieval dress, isn't it? You know, with all the big ruffles and the cuffs, and it's just such fun, isn't it? It's like pantomime. It's like, I don't know, a bygone age being played out. It's wonderful. So I just wanted to celebrate that a bit with a little tea cosy. And so this is Black Rod, and it's already on the website, so you can download him and knit him straight away. Another thing I need to tell you about is Simply Knitting. Now, it comes out, the next issue, on the 11th of July. In this edition, I've got 3 knitting patterns. I can't believe it. I've got so many all in the same issue. But so they're not all tea cozies. There's one tea cozy of a roller boot, and I love it. It's fab. And I used to have a pair of roller boots when I was a teenager, and they were dark blue, but the rubber kept falling off the front, and it was a bit of a nightmare because you'd suddenly tried to stop and your rubber wasn't there, and you had to go back down the road and go and find it. And I used to lend my roller boots to a friend, Julie Maunders, and she took them to a roller disco, and apparently the rubber fell off while she was, I don't know, roller skating round and dancing. And she turned around and looked, and everybody had fallen over this rubber. She didn't know, of course, she went bonkers. She was like, oh my God, your roller boots are a nightmare. But it's all a bit of fun, isn't it? Anyway, so there's a roller boot tea cosy. So if you were a roller booter too, you would need to knit one of these. It's fab. And then there's also a cushion, and it's of a beach house, a beach hut. And I can't show it you, I've not got it, you know, a physical one of it, but I can show you videos. I'll pop a video on just in the corner and you'll see the video. And yeah, so there's a beach hut cushion, and then I also designed beach hut bunting. So, you know, if you've got a little summer house like this, you can string up some bunting of little beach houses, and it'll make you feel all, I don't know, summery, because the weather's not making us feel summery, is it? So all 3 of those patterns will be in the Simply Knitting magazine, which is out in the UK on the 11th of July. And I'm currently working on another project for Simply Knitting that you won't get to see till nearer Christmas. I'm knitting Christmas in July. It's bonkers, isn't it? So yeah, so I'm working on that at the moment. So that'll be in the pipeline further down. So if you subscribe to Simply Knitting, you know, you'll get them anyway. But, you know, if you don't subscribe, pop down the shops, go and get, especially next week's, get next week's one. Yeah. So anyway, that's all I've got to show you and tell you about this month. And because August next month, so hopefully the weather will warm up. I've been saying that in every vlog, haven't I? I hope the weather will warm up. But hey ho, it is what it is. You just have to enjoy the moment you can, don't you? Dodge the showers and just enjoy the weather you've got. Because what else can you do? Go abroad, I suppose. Anyway, so that's it for July, and I'll see you in August. So have a lovely summer and enjoy yourselves and keep knitting, and I'll see you in August. Thank you for watching. Bye.